like a few minutes ahead of schedule up until this.
Oh, nice.
I'm
Man.
sure that we're not going to end up like too far behind.
Okay. Hey, we're live, everyone.
Hey,
Everybody,
I
we're
hope we
back.
weren't live when I was complaining about us being off schedule.
A little bit. But you know what? We're not. We're way better than we were last time. I think last time by episode 5 we were like half an hour behind schedule.
Yeah,
Well,
right now we are currently 1 minute off
Yeah.
from the printed schedule.
yeah. Welcome back, everybody. I've got some more day drinking booze.
Nice. How many drinks are you into? What are you drinking?
This is a third cup, and this is a vodka. I'm cutting it with some soda, but it's mostly vodka. So it's gonna get crazy, guys.
Just remember to pace yourself, AJ. Otherwise,
Yeah.
by the time we get to like episode 13, you're gonna be ready for a nap.
It's just gonna be like it's gonna be you guys talking and me on the floor laying down, trying to talk.
I said 13 specifically because that's the one where we're gonna have your wife.
Oh yeah. Well, by that time, it's just gonna be me telling mostly truths.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be fun.
All right, so are we ready?
Yeah. He says he's ready. Hold on. Let's try one more.
He says he's waiting to get in. Yeah, I ran out of
Maybe.
breath.
No, it's not answering.
I would like to take this time to introduce my ASMR podcast. It's mostly me just saying the names of fruits until you fall asleep. Kumquat.
You sound kind of far away again.
Oh yeah?
Well, let's try it. Let's adjust. Oh, okay.
Oh,
How's
was it backwards?
No.
Yeah, it was backwards.
So we could hear behind you so well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so we're just going to have to get started without Johnny Sparkles. He's having some technical difficulties, I think. So we'll just hit play and he'll catch up with us. So everyone who's ready, thank you for tuning in.
Sounds good.
For episode 5. This place is death, and we're a fundraiser for the Hawaii Food Bank. Go down to the link below and donate money, but also hit play in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh.
So we always skip the previously on Lost, so it's weird that we get to see them now. Because when we record the podcast, we always skip them because they are spoilers. Yeah.
Yeah. So here we are.
There we go.
That's so great. Jack's like, don't worry, he's not the bad guy. Kate's like, he's obviously the bad guy. Ben's like, I was the bad guy.
Yeah. I don't know. This is season 5. Everybody looks so clean and put together. Like, I mean,
Oh, here comes Johnny Sparkles. There he is.
Here's Johnny.
Hey. Johnny Sparkles joining us.
Are you in the closet?
Hello?
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, man.
Can you hear us?
Chad, I'm here.
Run.
Yes. Alright, so we were having a little technical difficulties on my end getting you set up here. So we've already started the episode. We're about 90 seconds in.
Oh my goodness.
You want to
Holy shit.
catch up to us.
1:35. No.
Yeah, just let us know when you get it up and we'll tell you what the time is to get on there. How are you doing, Johnny Sparkles?
I mean, you know how into this show I am.
Yeah.
But the completist. I'm a lost completist. So,
Completist for
you know exactly where we are. Because
Yeah.
I'm going to be so lost if, started, what the hell? What part of it is when Tina...
You came
the mummy from the dog?
You came in You came in at the perfect time.
Sorry.
Oh, sweet Lord.
I'm trying to get the light so you can see me. It's horrible.
Sweet, bro. So how have you been, man? It's been a minute. It's happening. We're happy to see you. It's good to see you.
I haven't seen anybody because the world's burning. But,
Yeah, just the
pretty
world
good.
fell into the seventh dimension of hell.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm great. How about you guys? Everybody okay over there?
Yeah, for the most part, we've been
Yeah.
okay. It's crazy times. It's crazy
But are we
times.
are we playing the episode now or are
We are.
should I-
We are about 3 minutes in
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got
So
it. Son's pointing a gun at Ben. He's telling her that
They're on
Jin's
the
alive.
beach.
I'm
can feel
over
it
at
through time.
timestamp 301.
I don't know. Does that include the intro or is that including the intro?
I think there might be some some scenes prior
Yeah.
to the intro.
If you just scroll
Yeah.
to
I think we're
326.
I think we're before intro still.
Yeah, we are currently on a beach. There's a pregnant woman running. A French woman is speaking to a Korean man.
Yeah.
There's the numbers. I gotta take a drink, y'all.
It sounds like a Bob
yeah.
Dylan song, Chad. There's a woman running on the beach and I'm just saying and you're walking over
French
this.
woman running, talking to a Korean man.
Of course, Sparkles, you know this because you're a big fan of the show, but that French woman is Danielle Rousseau, who's of no relation to Daniel LaRusso.
I'm so
Yeah.
insulted that you. I mean, I don't mean to interrupt you, but come on.
Yeah, I know I know that you know. I'm just saying it for our viewers.
For anybody out there who doesn't know, for your benefit.
This
I
is
love how you're
interesting.
just cutting a promo from the Wyatt family closet. Oh, there we go. There's light.
Hey.
A little bit.
So
Light's interesting. Light is a phenomenon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Indoor lighting. It's crazy. It's the future.
Lights are weird, man. Man, you ever get a light? You ever find a light and shit? You try to fuck your wife with the light, and then you turn the light off, and you're like, can't see shit. You know what I'm saying?
and then that's when
Well,
that's the part where this
half hour.
that's when the still fucking comes in.
Yeah, exactly. Hold for still fucking.
Oh.
So, Johnny,
Yes.
I know that you are super familiar with the source material, but just as a recap for our viewers that aren't Lost experts like Johnny Sparkles, our favorite Lost head, this is the time travel season that we're watching right now, and a lot of it is trying to communicate with people that you know who are not traveling through time and trying to tell them stuff. If you could travel through time to give someone you know a message, what message would that be?
If you can get your hands on a cryogenic frozen tank, I don't know if cryogenic frozen tank sounds redundant, but
Yeah. Cryogenic
get yourself
freezing
a
chamber.
cryogenic-
Yeah.
find
I
yourself-
don't know that those things work like we thought that they worked from TV and movies.
From Austin Powers and Demolition Man.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
like we thought that you could like sleep through a year, and it turns out that they just use them for like sore muscles.
I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
saying if it's early 2000. Sorry, what?
No, go ahead, please. No, I didn't have anything.
If it's early 2020 and you have a chance to cryogenically freeze yourself, just take a fucking shot. But 2 years in,
Go for
give
it.
it a fucking shot. Or maybe just go to
Okay.
Joe Rogan's house and go in his deprivation tank.
Yeah.
He probably He probably knows what's going on.
I love that if you had the
Rogan-
chance to
Rogan's
time
easy.
travel back in time to give a message, you would just go back 6 months. You could do anything. And
It's
that's
the
what you would.
only thing that I can't think of anything else right now. It's
It's
all.
true. It's your whole world.
It's just yeah.
Everything's been so bad for so long. There was no time before the bad.
I mean, believe me, my other options would be much lamer. It'd be like, go tell everybody that Hulk Hogan is an asshole. Like, don't root for this piece of shit. He's the
Hey
racist.
everyone, Bobby the Brain Heenan was right. Hulk Hogan's a jerk.
Yeah, Bobby the Brain Heenan's the heel. Yeah, the guy that hates the racist piece of shit. Yeah, let's boo that guy.
Oh, you guys might know this. We were talking earlier about vague memories of movies that we think maybe we made up and we can't remember if it's a movie or not. I have one. It's not a movie. It's a wrestling thing that I saw in the middle of the night when I was a kid, in which there was a wrestling match, and one of the guys was like a voodoo guy, and did a spell, and then his opponent like caught on fire, and then got to get carried out of the stadium on a stretcher. Is that?
I have two wrestlers in mind.
Okay.
I have Papa Shango. Is that his name, Chad? And also, it could have been the Boogeyman. one of the.
I don't know if Boogeyman set anyone on fire.
Yeah, did they set people on fire? Is that a real thing, or was I dreaming?
I mostly remember Papa Shango making Ultimate Warrior sweat black paint.
No.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's astonishing how often fire is used in wrestling, Chad. David, so it's definitely possible, but I don't. The voodoo guy might have been Papa Shango.
Wait, Dave, how old were you when you saw this?
I don't know. I had to have been maybe like eight or nine, maybe a little younger.
And then, it just imprinted itself onto
it's one of those things you saw on TV in the middle of the night. Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, I got that feeling. I get you. That is crazy though, to like wake up or whatever, and then you see like a wrestler setting another wrestler on fire.
Because I think
he was just
like doing a voodoo like curse over like maybe a skull. Maybe I'm making that up. And then the guy just like burst into flames on his own.
No, that sounds totally correct. It's wrestling, man. I mean,
see, that is showmanship. You're gonna let yourself like somebody would just like. Yeah, I'll light myself on fire for real. All right, we got. Oh, he got an arm?
Was it his whole body that was on fire, or was it his shoes?
I feel like it was his whole body.
Because I looked up a clip of Papa Shango setting someone on fire.
Right.
And he like starts doing a voodoo dance, and then there's cursing, and then the lights go out, and then you see like two like little gouts of flame pop up.
Right.
And when the lights turn back on, it's the guy's shoes, and he's lying down unconscious, sweating black paint.
What?
It could be that. It could have been that.
With his feet on fire.
Chat, send that to the chat. Send that to the chat, please. Holy shit, that is crazy.
I hope that the ultimate curse ended up being that he was just lighting people's feet on fire like shit bags. Like he was putting like shit on their boots.
Yeah, he was just putting it down there, and then they were stomping it out with their boots.
Are you able to like share your screen, Chad, and like play the video and share your screen?
I don't know whether or not there's a screen share.
I don't know how that works.
I think there is one. It's on the bottom next to the chat.
There's turn video off. Share screen.
Aha.
Just so Dave, I want to know David's recollections. This is important.
Yeah.
What was that thing that was pulling her? What was that thing that was pulling them? Like a weed, like a giant plant animal?
It was
the smoke monster.
In this case, it was a smoke monster.
Oh,
incorrect. You got it, David. I was testing you. Proud of you, buddy.
Holy crap. Brian Brieger.
Let me see if I can get this going on the stream. I don't know how to do it. Oh, there it goes.
Back then, if you had a real name, you sucked. Nowadays, there's a lot of guys that use a real name, but if this is the 80s, if it was like the 90s and you used a real name, chances are you were going to get destroyed.
Holy shit. Papa Shango?
Papa Shango. This looks
Yeah.
familiar. This could be it.
I remember this imagery. I remember this persona, but I don't remember anything
Should I just
else.
fast forward to the part where he starts putting the curse on?
Yeah.
Because there's like a whole minute of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go to the money.
Whoa.
yeah, that's gotta be. All kind of voodoo makeup and costumes all look the same. So, yeah, that looks like it though. That looks like it.
That's true. Oh shit! It's dark. Oh, there's fire.
What? Oh.
Well,
That's
they
gotta-
turn the lights
that's
off.
gotta be
They
it.
turn the lights off so the union guys can come in and light a fire.
It's
in
just
the
the
rain.
bottom of his shoes.
That is
Yeah,
crazy.
it's not even like his whole boots. It's just the soles of his boots.
Yeah.
Holy
Papa
shit.
Shango. So Papa Shango
No.
took a shit in the ring, and then the union guys came in to try and clean it, and
Yeah.
he just lit it on fire.
Stomp it out.
Oh, and there's the black
There's
sweat.
the black blood, sweat. Yeah, this has
Black
to be
sweat.
it.
It looks like literally like he's wearing a licorice fruit roll up around his head.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, this has to be it.
So this guy didn't even need to wrestle. They just told him, come in. We're gonna cut the lights.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring in a fake skull.
Yeah, because it has to be. 'Cause
Holy
I remember it happening very fast like that. Yeah, it's gotta be.
Is that it? Or would that be the one?
Yeah, I think that was it. I think the only thing.
Yeah,
that
see, so you didn't make it up.
Yeah. There you go.
Also, if we
Redemption.
go back and look at Lost, the ostensible reason why we're doing this, we'll see bodies that should be lit on fire because apparently they smell real bad.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, you see,
Yeah.
the Papa Shango he's the one that started the smoke monster when he lit the fire. And then the smoke monster appeared. It's all voodoo. Lost is voodoo, basically.
It all makes sense.
First
Yeah.
time, it was Voodoo Island.
Electromagnetic voodoo.
Yeah, that was the original name of the show was Voodoo Island. But
Mhm.
they couldn't get the rights, so they just called it Lost.
Someone said that sounds like it might be kind of racist.
Yeah.
It's a security system guarding the temple, which we know is not true,
Right.
based on the end game.
But it could be they just don't know. You know, they don't know what it is. So they're
Yeah.
guessing. They're guessing as much as we are.
Wait, so these guys, they're a research team, a French research team. What were they researching in this area? I don't remember. I guess it'll come back up later in the
I
show.
think so. It was like they're going from like Fiji or something. So something kind of oceanic
Right.
research team.
Right.
She straight shot him right in the head.
Mm-hmm. Boom, headshot.
Damn.
She had that scope, even though she's only 6 feet away.
Yeah, because she's a no scope.
Yeah.
Everyone else is just noobs.
Yeah.
Social distance shot.
Yeah.
It was more than 6.
That's even better.
I think now if you like stab someone to death, like they'll also toss on a charge of like breaking social distancing by getting within that 6 feet.
I wonder.
I don't think that they charge you specifically for breaking social distancing. It's that you went outside at all.
Yeah. I guess if you do it
I
on the
wanna know
sidewalk,
if-
it's okay. You just can't do it on the beach.
I want to know if you do something like pretty bad, but not like not murder bad. And, like going to jail. We're going to jail for a few weeks, but the judge is still.
You're breaking up a lot, man. I can't hear you.
Last thing that I heard was if you do something that's pretty bad, not like really bad, but pretty bad, something, 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 something,
Well,
something,
the
something, the judge.
Will the judge give you credit for wearing a mask? Like give you like a week less jail time?
It's like, well, he was wearing a mask,
Yeah.
so he was
You
trying
should
to
appreciate that you stabbed him, but you were wearing a mask at the time.
Yeah.
So we do.
You stabbed him, but you weren't infecting him, and that's something that we should all aspire to, minus the stabbing.
I feel like once it gets into the felony portion of breaking the law,
Right.
that it's probably not going to hold much water. But if you're busted for like jaywalking or something, and you're like, but I was wearing a mask and I was trying to social distance from someone
Oh, yeah.
on that side of the street, then maybe you might get let off altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah, what if you're like, what if you, that's like a self-defense thing now? Like you stab somebody because they like that was
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
can say like you're immunocompromised or like you're very high risk,
Right.
you maybe like
Let's go.
maybe you can say like, I felt threatened by this person like coming within 6 feet
Yeah.
of me.
Yeah, you carry around
The
a 6
problem
foot
is
long
that
spear.
stand your ground states are probably the ones where like the people in charge don't really believe in social distancing,
Right.
masks, or
Dude,
coronavirus.
I know a couple brothers that would try and pull that shit and be like, oh God, Yana, buckle was trying to infiltrate full space.
You're cutting out.
Yeah.
So I forgot him. They're tell you about that guy that there was a guy in court and he was telling the judge like
I had to.
he's
I
like
had fucked over.
he told the judge like, oh, I get from you on, don't worry, I'll get you the paperwork. And he's wearing, of course, he's wearing like slippers. He's in court, he's wearing like slippers. When he's
That's
leaving,
interesting.
he pulls out this like Safeway bag. Like, oh, Yana, get some fish pills. Get some fish pills. And the judge is like, get the hell out of here, man. Like,
Is that when you were on jury duty?
no, it didn't happen to me. It was my friend Ikaika. His sister's a lawyer. So it was one of her crazy local guys in court stuff.
Let's see.
Like holding the shirt up. Like, oh, Yana.
That is.
I never know what I was doing, but I'm gonna keep them in the future. I'll keep them in mind. So.
That is interesting. That's funny. Oh, wait.
I understand now what I did was wrong, but at the time, I never know.
I like that I don't know how my pigeon is, Chad, but yours sounds like an Italian pigeon guy.
From Animaniacs.
Never know.
So at the time, I didn't fucking know what I was doing, Yana.
Remember on Animaniacs they have those Italian pigeons?
Yeah. Good feathers from
that's right.
Animaniacs.
Those are Italian pigeons.
Yeah, that's right. Those pigeons. All right, I think Charlotte dies this episode. She is looking way fucked up.
Yeah.
She's walking slowly.
Coming
She's
soon.
in the back. She's behind everybody. She's pulling up
They
the
put
rear.
the big dark circles under the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a voodoo curse. Her shoes are gonna catch on fire.
Her shoes, and she's gonna be sweating black in no time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Papa Shango
voodoo time.
is coming. It's very Star Trek. Very Captain Kirk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shake the camera. Shake the camera.
Shake it good. Shake that camera real good.
Get this fucking guy out of here. You didn't shake the camera right. Get the.
Hey! I hire you to shake this camera the exact right way. I'm not taking any amateur shakers. Have you not shaken a camera before?
This fucking guy, he's barely jingling this shit.
That's funny. I'm gonna call you Jingles. Hey, everybody.
Hey, Jingles, good
camera.
Be ashamed of yourself.
Right.
And you call yourself a camera shaker. Oh shit! Now Sawyer's next. Why did they stagger it? Why did they stagger the sensitivity? I guess because everybody's different.
Yeah, well, it's because it's related to your amount of time you spent on the island. I think Daniel's gonna explain that soon.
Oh, okay.
But it's a mystery to us because we don't know that Charlotte grew up on the island. We think that she's just been here since the freighter landed, which was just a few days ago, I think, in Showtime.
Yeah.
Wait, is this in the Sex and the City universe?
Yes.
It
Is it
could
Charlotte?
probably it could definitely be posited.
Isn't everything in the SATU universe?
Isn't that not? Wait, how is that not an SNL sketch? Law and Order SCTU. Or just
SATC.
Yeah.
It's
How is Law and Order SATC an SNL
in the
sketch?
city. That's great.
I feel like I would have gotten a
That
perfect.
would be a pretty good sketch.
Yeah.
It would definitely
Yeah.
work.
Like, what were your guys' scores on your SATCs? Like, good enough to get into like a good school?
I got a Miranda.
Well, I don't know. I was SATCs were always a problem for me. I would always get a Charlotte.
Sure, it's not bad. I always got
You think?
I
Kim
couldn't
Cattrall.
afford premium at the time,
Right.
so my scores were very blurry.
Do you
you
guys remember? Like,
took the show test on TBS. Sorry.
do you guys remember like HBO at that time? Well, at the time of like Sex and the City, I think that was like one of their big breakouts. But they used to have all these other shows that they had on, which were always odd. It was always like shows like Dream On, which
Yeah,
was
I
just
remember
basically
Dream On.
like guy that had like these they would intercut it with a bunch of like 30s and 20s films and stuff like that. It was such a bizarre
Yeah.
show.
That show was ahead of its time, I thought.
I think so.
Yeah.
And then they had like way too many titties. Like I remember like as a kid, I mean, like you think like you want to see tits, but man, that show had tits for days. Like
Yeah.
HBO was all like pulling out all the stops.
It's one of those weird shows too, where the guy didn't do anything before it or after it of note.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Who
weird.
is that guy?
He got his own TV show.
Brian Ben.
Brian Ben. Is that
Yeah.
for real?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Is Ben one word, or is it like Ben is his middle name and also his last name?
No, his last name is Ben. Well, I mean, I don't know if that's his real last name, but that was his. He was
That
credited
is
as
amazing.
Brian Ben.
That's like
I
a
remember
clown name.
The character was called Martin Tupper, and he worked at an ad firm or something. Something weird. There's something very 90s. Something about the 1990s. Every fucking character in every sitcom and movie was working in an ad firm.
Yeah.
Where they were
They're
like,
either like architects or ad agency guys.
yeah, like What Women Want, Mel Gibson, ad firm.
Yeah.
You know, what else was there? There's fucking, I swear to God, I can only think of What Women Want, but there's got to be others.
It's because, these are all comedies, and what was comedy back then, stand-up comedy back then was a lot of saying, who are the advertising geniuses behind whatever?
Yeah!
It's making 1,000 of those jokes, and then someone says, hey, I need you to write a movie, and you're like, oh, well, I guess I'll make it about an advertising genius behind some stupid thing.
I know! That's incredible. Like, I don't see any ad firm stuff recently. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that does that, but yeah, you're right. Those jokes were hot back in the 90s. It was just all like, who are the makers of this X?
Yeah.
And they would just make a billion jokes in that direction.
There's a great SNL sketch where it's like Jeopardy, but
Seinfeld.
Everybody's Seinfeld, yeah. And then Adam Sandler just keeps doing who are the ad wizards that came up with this one?
Yeah, I remember that. I love that sketch.
So apparently Brian Ben had his own show on CBS called The Brian Ben Show. It says that it ran from 1998 through the year 2000. Would you like to know how many episodes of The Brian Ben Show there were?
Let's bet on it.
Wait, so 1998 to 2000?
Yes.
Is this a nightly show or a weekly show? Is it like?
I think it was a sitcom.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 43.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say 46.
So I'm thinking 3 seasons, like 98, 99, and 2000. So I'm gonna go 69. If
Up top, my brother.
9.
9
Wait,
9 episodes.
what?
over the course of
Wait,
3
wait,
years.
wait, wait.
I have no idea
That
how
doesn't
it
add
lasted
up,
3 seasons.
I bet you they launched the pilot in '98, and then or they launched episode
Right.
1 in '98 or whatever, and then it was like December, and then quarter one of like '99, they had the show on, but then they took it off, like because of weird reasons, like
Right.
Baseball or basketball or national crisis, and then they brought it back in 2000, and they just filled out the order
Yeah.
so they could get the 9 on the books.
They just had those 8 episodes sitting
The
around and they
pilot
needed to fill
was
time.
on September 22nd, 1998.
Ah,
September 28th, episode 2. October 5th, episode 3. October 12th, episode 4.
It's a normal
And then,
TV schedule.
Episode 5, sometime in the year 2000.
what? So wait, they took a year off from '98.
Episode 6, June 27th, 1999. Episode 7, July 11th, 99. Episode 8, July 18th, 99. And episode 9, also sometime in the year 2000.
Oh my god. Okay.
Episode 9 is also the only one that's been rated on IMDb. None of the other
Oh, no.
episodes received a rating.
It must be a terrible rating. I would just imagine it's a terrible rating. Here's the thing. It's a show like that like here I don't know what that Hollywood bullshit is, but I would imagine it was like the show didn't sit well with the
Right.
executives. So they just bounced it through like weird, stupid like time frames where they'd show it and then they took it off the air and then brought it back
Right.
just to fulfill some kind of commitment to it. It's all like weird legality, Hollywood bullshit.
I
So
just
they
like
can
to
get everybody
think
paid.
they recorded his show like we record our podcast, and it's like we can get everybody together this Tuesday, and it might be another 6 months before we can get everyone together again.
That's amazing. And yeah, that sounds about right. Wait, his name is Brian Benben, this actor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Has he?
And the show that we're talking about currently is the Brian Ben Show.
Okay, what is his most recent credit? We gotta
The
know. this.
Brian Ben Show.
Martin Tucker from
They're gonna release-
Imposters, the TV series.
Yeah.
What year?
2018.
Oh, okay, that's not.
What? Wow, this dude is still working.
Yeah. And they're working on episode 10 of the show to drop sometime next
Yeah,
year.
it'll come out eventually.
It can come out anytime now. You never
I
know.
love Dream On. He was a talented guy. It's just weird that he kind of fell.
I don't know why I keep weird shit in my brain. Like I don't know like the Fibonacci sequence really, and I don't know a lot of other science. I don't know that's my reference for what's important to remember. But I do remember of all the stupid thing that's bumping around in my shit head is there was a behind the scenes of Cable Guy where they were interviewing Ben Stiller, who was the director of Cable Guy, and this is on HBO. HBO was like, this is like back in the 1990s where they were still doing like the inside look at HBO and see what's happening in theaters. So like, I remember they were talking to Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller was all like, all right, so Cable Guy is going to be a great movie. Hope you guys all enjoy it. What are you guys from HBO? You guys have Dream On, right? Like that, tits and comedy. And then like, for some reason, it always stuck in my head. In that behind the scenes, it was just Ben Stiller saying tits and comedy about Dream On to whoever the HBO person was.
It's such a Ben
Very
Stiller
bizarre.
thing to just just keep harping on Dream On. Like
Ben Stiller usually does talk a lot about Dream On, and most
just
of his
like
interviews.
home of Dream On. Coming at you,
Even-
from the home of Dream
in
On.
2020, if you talk to Ben Stiller, he's like, "Oh yeah, it's the network that has Dream On, right?" And something about dragons, some other show about dragons.
I feel like if you were at a Ben Stiller Q&A, and you were like in 2020, and you were like, "Hey Ben, what do you think of the Brian Ben show?" I feel like he would bust out laughing.
Oh shit! All right, so now they're lowering Locke into the well, to an ancient-looking well.
Well, Locke's lowering himself, really.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Locke's
Everyone's just
story,
watching.
Yeah, everyone's just watching Locke climb.
At this point, he's like feeling himself, right? He's feeling like he knows where he has to go. He has that purpose.
Yeah, well, he told
Oh,
himself,
good.
or Alfred
Wow,
told
that's
him. I
a
think,
really
that.
deep well.
Yeah. He just got shot in the leg maybe 2 days ago. And he's walking on it.
Yeah.
Wait, Chad, are you saying he was a lock climbing?
Yeah.
Oh. A glass per episode was
Nice.
an awesome idea.
Yeah, feeling good.
Oh man, I'm feeling pretty whacked out
Nice.
and good.
David, are you eating anything?
Yeah, I'm eating one of those giant Lunchables you can get from the stores, Hormel Lunchable platters.
Uh-uh.
So
Like some people think of it as a giant Lunchable. Some people think of it as especially cheap charcuterie.
Yeah. So I'm maybe a
people
quarter of
think
the way through it. It's not fun like pizza's fun. It's just kind of boring. I should have picked something better.
Some people think of it as a normal sized lunch.
No, actually, I'm gonna get my ice. I haven't had my ice cream yet today, so I'm gonna grab an ice cream cone real quick.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
I'll be right back.
The other show
Episode's still going. Don't run, DJ.
Oh no, I'm not going anywhere just yet. She will help us.
The other show from that era, that Dream On era, that I wanted to get behind, but I just ended up hating was Harlots.
Harlots?
Arliss.
Arliss! I hated
Yeah, with the
that
dollar
show.
signs for the
That was-
I
S's.
hated that shit.
That was also
It was like
basic
so
comedy.
forced.
Yeah.
It's,
They were so happy to throw so many tits on screen back in the early days of HBO. It was just like, we got this cable edge. We got to use it, you guys.
I will
This is
only
what
give
it's-
credit. I'll give credit to the producer who got all the fucking athletes to come on, because if it wasn't that show would have.
Yeah. Because like that character was, it wasn't. I mean, I was too young, I think, at the time. But at the same time, I was like, this guy doesn't seem like a nice person. Like, and that's not like that's what the character was. He was like some weird amoral dude, right? But I don't know. I don't remember Arliss that well. But it wasn't.
I do really like the reboot, though.
They did an Arliss reboot?
Yeah. They decided to recast Arliss as a half black, half Samoan guy.
Oh, Jesus. Good Lord.
I haven't actually watched that much Ballers, but I assume that it's the gritty reboot of Arliss.
It's gotta be. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that was nuts. What was
Did Arliss come out before or after Jerry Maguire?
I think
That's a good question. I want to say
that's a
before.
good question. I want to see Arliss was before.
I think it was before too.
Like somebody was like, "How do we family this up?"
Yeah, maybe Cameron Crowe was just like hated it too, and wanted to like, let's try and make an agent thing that's not substance.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, look at that ice cream! Look at that perfectly scooped.
Yeah.
Ice cream.
It's coffee ice cream from
The
Briar's.
release date for Jerry Maguire was December 13th, 1996. And the premiere of the first episode of Arliss was August 10th, 1996.
Ah,
oh, interesting. Same year.
Yeah, so it's possible it was one of those things where, like, you know how like Deep Impact and Armageddon came out at the same time? Where
Yeah.
it's just like Hollywood's just like, agents. We need to make stuff about agents.
Yeah, there was a weird thing that happened, right, in the 1990s where it was that. It had a bunch of other shit going on, but it was agent movies. a
Agent
lot.
Cody
Like,
Banks.
Yeah. Agent, what's that Miley Cyrus one? I'm sure there's three. But
Yeah.
goddamn.
I don't think Hannah Montana was a secret agent. I
Wasn't
didn't watch
the
it much, but
Was
I don't think
Raven
so.
Simone a secret agent? Or no, she had like psychic powers or something, right?
is that what
Maybe.
that So Raven was about?
Yeah, that's so Raven Simone has the ability to predict the future, and that was the hook to the show.
that's awesome.
Really?
Yeah, now she's back on Disney Channel on a new television show called Raven's Home, which is just the grown-up version of Raven, and she's got like a family of kids. 'Cause, you know, it's
Is that the
Disney.
one?
No, she's still a psychic?
I would want to say yeah. Maybe her kids are psychic in this one. She has kids in it, I think.
Is Raven's Home the one where the cockroach from Cosby Show is the father?
I don't. That's definitely.
There's like a new Nickelodeon or Disney. I don't even know which platform it's on, but I was flipping the channel.
At this point, they should be making like Keenan and Kel Generations, where they're just like son of Keenan and Kel or something. Like they bring that back. Kids would watch that.
Yeah.
Good Burger Jr.
Ooh, that's good.
Good Burger. Yeah. What is a good subtitle for a Good Burger prequel? You guys think?
Oh man.
Yeah, Good Burger Jr.
colon-
I think Good Burger Jr. is the best.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Or Junior Good
Yeah.
Burger.
Right.
Yeah. Where else could you go? Good Burger Jr.
Good
What was
Burger.
the-
Yeah, if you're just
with
talking.
cheese.
Yeah. Just a sequel, you could be like double
Oh, Good Burger Deluxe.
deluxe.
No, that's like
Yeah,
a re-
double
that's
or
like a
deluxe,
redo.
something like that. Yeah. We got the frozen donkey wheel that Rebecca Robinson was talking about here.
Yes.
It's jumping around. You
Good.
gotta turn it.
Good Burger 2. Well done.
Nice.
Mm.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, so we've got John Locke, and he's also not alone, which I
Yeah,
find,
he's talking to Christian Shepherd.
Yes.
Yeah, the fact
The name that every time I say it out loud makes me go, "What the fuck? What the fuck?"
right,
show?"
which is the guy, the ghost, and the guy who is teaching him how to get everything back on track with this whole frozen donkey wheel situation. But like the fact that I like the metaphor that they bring into the show, because this show is, I don't know, I love it because like he's not alone. He's down there with somebody, and it's there. It's a means of purpose. Where I mean it in the sense that you could kind of lay it into metaphor, or people need to learn to do, or they try to better themselves, but it's not like a single like alone standalone type of thing. You can only better yourselves with others, or maybe with the assistance of others, the help of others.
Ah!
Oh,
Ice cream
no.
just fell.
Did you drop your set? Oh shit!
It's alright. It's got on my headphone cord a little bit. That's okay. And my shorts. That's fine. I'm not going anywhere today, so it's alright. Can have a little ice cream on my shorts.
Little bit of ice cream on my shorts as a treat.
Yeah.
A little bit of ice cream on my shorts. So she's got her ring back. She's got her husband's ring back.
Yeah.
Man,
Was
I
this
gotta
a
say, Ben is
Go
looking
ahead.
sharp as fuck. That's all.
Yeah, he's not looking creepy. He looks like a normal person.
He looks like a GQ model.
Yeah.
That's also murdered in the past. A murdering GQ model.
there's a to Chad's point, there's a baseball player for the Arizona Diamondbacks named Christian Walker. Whenever I hear his name, I picture like a missionary zombie trying to like get people to join the church.
He's just got pamphlets.
Like a pamphlet in one hand.
He's like, "Would you like to know more about the future and what it holds for you?" And he just goes out, but says it in a zombie dialect.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing.
Is this a J.J. Abrams joint?
Yeah.
So has he ever done like a Q&A where he like laid down like what is the metaphor of the show, or because there has to be in his head like because I know a lot of people were pissed when it was over, right? Yeah.
Essentially, I think J.J. Abrams' name was attached to it initially and throughout the show, but the real motor, the real brains of all the writing that's coming through on the show usually come from the two head writers, which is Damon Lindelof and
Carlton Cuse.
and Carlton Cuse, excuse me. Yes, so those two. So those two are like the the two big brainchilds behind most of the plot and story that unfolds. Whereas I think JJ mostly had a hand in crafting the pilot of the show. But at this point,
And the
like 5
concept,
seasons
I
in,
think.
Yeah.
and the concept too, the idea of people working to better themselves or confronting themselves on an island.
Well,
in
so it really
actuality-
wasn't. I didn't know if you were like. I didn't know if you were saying. So it is kind of about that whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, confronting whatever trauma you had, but I think that's what the show evolved into, and the stories they started to tell. But essentially, it started off as a kind of a supernatural slash. At the time when the show's pilot was being created, Survivor on CBS was like one of the most popular shows. So I think they
Yeah.
wanted to try and take some things from it. So you notice in early episodes of Lost, like a lot of the early episodes, you could see a lot of that Survivor thing coming through, where they were trying to do a lot of like hot people on a beach together kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's how
I
we'll-
don't want to
we'll get
stop
more into
a
it.
good
Yeah.
conversation, but we need to stop this conversation.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to stop. Sorry.
Yeah, and we'll pick it up
Thank
in
you
just
so
a couple
much for
minutes.
being with us.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Sparkles will be continuing on with you for the next episode 6, 316.
Episode 316.
Yeah. So we'll be right back when we switch over the stream. Don't go anywhere. Thanks. Bye.